Hey guys, it's BiggestAGFanEVer here, back again, and a couple of weeks ago I asked you guys if you would be interested in doll-sized merch for my channel. The response was an overwhelmingly yes. So here I am today announcing the launch of my BiggestAGFanEVer doll-sized shirts. Without further ado, here they are. I have been working so hard these last few weeks trying to make these shirts as best as I could. I hope you guys think that they look super duper cute and that you guys are excited to buy them. Actually, at the time that you are watching this, my Etsy shop is officially live and you can go over there and go buy them. So go check out the top link in my description to go get your hands on one of these limited edition shirts. Speaking of the fact that they are limited edition, only 10 of these have been made and I'm keeping one for myself, so I'm only going to be selling 9 of them on my Etsy shop. The price of one shirt is $10 and then you have to pay for shipping as well, and that price varies depending on where you are located. However, if these do sell out, I will probably end up making more and coming up with more designs as well. So now, if you guys are interested in learning more about how I made all of these shirts, I'm going to show you guys the process and behind the scenes of me making all of the shirts. Sorry for the weird camera angle. I would have just screen recorded, but this is on my dad's computer, so I couldn't. Anyway, I made the design on my computer and my iPad, and then I just mirrored it and put it onto a Google Doc so that way when it was pressed onto the shirt, it would be facing the right way. Then I put a circle around it so that way when I was cutting it out of the paper, it would be a cleaner cut. Right now, I'm just setting up the preferences on the printer so that way I can get the highest quality print when it is all done. So all I did was I changed it to photo paper and matte photo paper, and then I put the print quality to high so that way it just looked the best it possibly could. Next, I took my t-shirt transfer paper and I took it out of the packaging and put it into the printer. When you're putting it into the printer, you can only put one sheet in at a time or else it'll become all weird and you don't want that. So I only put in one sheet of paper into my printer. So here is a time lapse of the design printing onto the transfer paper, and this is sped up so incredibly fast because the actual time that it takes to print one of these sheets of paper is 8 minutes. And I had to print 3 sheets of paper, so it ended up taking 24 minutes to print all of the sheets of paper to make these shirts. It prints this slow because it is printing in such a high quality. So I just wanted to show you guys this is the actual speed that it is printing at. Next, I cut on the inside of my black lines for the circle, and then I just flattened the top so that way there wasn't all that excess. And now it is finally time to press the logo onto the shirts. So with my dad's help, I used his commercial heat press to press the logo onto the shirt, but first he wiped it down with the lint roller, and then I folded in the edges of the Velcro so that way they wouldn't melt, and we did an initial 10-second press to make sure that it was flat and all of the wrinkles were out so that way it wouldn't mess up when the logo was put on. We set our heat press to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because that is what the instructions said on the transfer paper, and then my dad went and lint rolled the shirt to make sure that no lint was stuck on the shirt before we put the design on, or else there would be lint on the designs itself. He then readjusted the shirt so that way it lied flat on the press so that way there was no wrinkles again, and then I went and lint rolled the actual design to make sure that there was no dust or anything else on it before we put it down onto the shirt. And then we laid it onto the shirt and centered it as best as we could, and we put a sheet of parchment paper over it to distribute the heat better. Then we pressed down and let it sit there for a total of 30 seconds. Once when it was done, we very carefully removed it from the heat press because it was very, very hot, and we put it on our cold hardwood floors to cool down. Then, once when it was completely cooled down, I very carefully peeled off the top layer of the sheet of paper to reveal the design underneath. And once when each shirt was finished being pressed, I bagged each one into one of these little baggies that my dad had from his work so that way they would be protected during shipping. Finally, I put each one into its own envelope so that way it is ready to be shipped off as soon as it is purchased. All that I'd have to do is print the shipping label and attach it and then put it in the mail, and it's ready to go. So that is how I made the shirts for my Etsy. I hope you guys think that they are really cute and that you guys are excited to buy them. I'm also going to be including a handwritten note to every single person that decides to buy one of the shirts, as well as a thank you for all of your love and support. And if you guys can't purchase a shirt, don't feel bad. Thank you guys so much for supporting me anyway. The last thing that I have to say about the shirts is that I am asking you guys, please do not send like fan mail or letters back to the return address out of respect for me. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. So that is it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon so that way you'll be notified every single time that I upload. If you do happen to purchase a shirt, please be sure to comment down below. I will be subscribing to everybody that purchases a shirt as well, and if you make a opening video, I will be sure to leave links to everybody's opening video in the description of this video so you guys can all go check it out and support the people who bought my shirts. And don't forget to check out my Instagram to see these pictures and maybe some more in the future of the shirts and also other behind the scenes of my videos. It is _BiggestAGFanEVer_, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!